Hello everybody, welcome back to the second game here at the Indoor Hockey World Cup on day 3. And if you've been with us all through this competition so far, I hope that it's lived up to your expectations, because it has to us. It's been wonderful. Next up, Australia against Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan played 4, lost 4, and they have a goal difference of -31. It's really been a baptism of fire in their very first appearance at an Indoor Hockey World Cup. In comparison to the ladies team, who have taken part in 2. But for the men, this is completely new to them. Australia, 3rd in Pool A, behind the Czech Republic and behind Germany, who lead the way. Australia and the Czechs level on 7 points. Germany set to play Trinidad and Tobago later, and the Czechs will be taking on Poland as well later. But as far as this group is concerned, it's pretty much done as we get underway, as Australia have 7 points, Poland behind in 4th on 6th, and then there's a gap to the 3 points of Trinidad and Tobago in 5th, although they have by far a far worse goal difference compared to Poland, but by some way as well. Australia featured late into the evening last night, and we'll be hoping that they can have a winning start to their Friday here. Coming with a ranking of 11. Kazakhstan 16th in the indoor rankings. We were only able to qualify for this event as 2nd place at the Indoor Asia Cup opened up a chance to qualify. Just the continued success of Iran in the Asian game. Iran winners in the first match here in the main hall around 20 minutes ago. Australia, Oceania champions, and they are featured at every World Cup. They've never bettered 7th, but in Leipzig 3 years ago, they finished 10th overall. Ogilvie for Noblet. Ogilvie just sending it nicely down the line. To scramble it away, Kazakhstan opening up here for Noblet. He takes it into the circle, looking to fashion something. It's a little bit crowded in there. Final touch coming off the Kazakhstan player. Will do for Kazakhstan to try and clear it away. Restart with Noblet. He's enjoyed success domestically in England. Keith Ogilvie. Kazakhstan have been on the end of some thumpings during their time here in Berlin. They are a country that specializes in the indoor game. They've not come here to make up the numbers. He's unable to control as it was played through from knee. Here's Noblet. Down the line by Ogilvie once more. Keith Ogilvie driving it into the circle, looking to find Hayes. Knee, rescuing it back for Australia. Noblet. patient approach this from Australia, who you would expect to dominate. That was Hayes. The green card has been awarded to Hayes. Have to go and sit out for a minute. Very forward for Kazakhstan here. Lovely turn, but they get lots of caught in the end. And it started on the halfway for Kazakhstan. Right across, and Rennie with the clearance. Up from Sinclair. Noblet again. Sutherland. And now Ogilvie. His brothers Flynn and Kurt, international players as well, though not present here this week. It's turn from Thomas Sinclair. Ogilvie again. Forward. And look at the space found by Hayes. Looking for Sutherland. Fired back in from Sinclair. On the stretch and on the slide. Reaction's getting there, and that's a good save as well. Kazakhstan led by their captain, Davlet Urmanov, who is their goalkeeper also. Dispossessed Sutherland. And gather it again. Fighting away for it. Direct. Struck the foot of Sutherland. So gaining some ground here. But a little too quick. Kazakhstan getting on with it. Here's Bebeitov. He's restarting. Turning away was Urmanov, but turning into trouble. Captain on another. They are the proverbial unknown, Kazakhstan. Which is always something to think about in itself. Teams coming up against them, I don't know too much about them. They are a team, Kazakhstan, blessed with youth and exuberance. It's a very young team that took part of the Asian Indoor Hockey Championships in 2017. Wonderful from Australia, this. To slice through this Kazakhstan defense. Not one of their players was actually over the age of 25 for those Asian Indoors. Covering well just in the nick of time for Kazakhstan was Abdul Abayev. He's sticking the way. Australia have started very well. And this is Sutherland. Nowhere to go, bringing it clear. Bebeitov. Where's the support going to come from in a yellow shirt? He's fired it in, and into the circle he goes. Save from Rennie. A few warning signs for Australia, but it might not be as straightforward as what they think. Found brilliantly Aidan Campbell. This is Sinclair into the circle, looking to turn. Just striking the hand, it looks like, of Abdullabayev. As it was attempted to be played into a more dangerous area in that circle. It off the ground means this decision goes Kazakhstan's way. It's a dangerous play being the reason why the whistle was blown. It's fast, it's frenetic. If you're not used to the indoor scene, 6-a-side, 20 minutes a half. This is Sekul. Forward he goes from Sekul. Found Campbell really well. Penalty corner. Use of a swipe of the stick. Forcefully and intentionally leads to the penalty corner being awarded, and a turn of pace here, and you can clearly see stick is clearly taken away by Tilek Uzbek. And the chance for Australia to profit here from this penalty corner situation. Sekul is a threat. It will be him. And it will be the first goal of the game. It's been scored by Adam Sekul. Had to wait a while to break through this Kazakhstan resistance. But Sekul's so dangerous at penalty corner situations, and showing just why. It's coming back off of the stick of Sinclair. Kazakhstan usually, when falling behind, it's rare that they come back and threaten. Use of a hand on the floor by Yelabayev. Sekul's fourth goal in this competition, and fifth goal, I should say, in this competition, and all 5 of them now have come from penalty corner situations. Jack Hayes is their leading scorer with 6. One of those has come courtesy of penalty corner, all from free open play, as his goals come on the majority. Kojim able to get the better of Australia here. Well, it just lifted the ground. Takes a lot to get beyond Adam Sekul. Australia looking for a third victory here at this indoor World Cup. And so far, so good. Get up to the... they did get up to the best of stars, so they beat Poland by 5-3. Germany sweeping them aside, but coming back, and they had a pretty hard-fought contest with the Czechs late last night after a 7-6 success over Trinidad and Tobago also. Kazakhstan starting their campaign against Germany with a 15-0 defeat. They then had 9 put past them by the Czechs, 11 then by Poland. There was a closer encounter with Trinidad and Tobago yesterday evening, in which Trinidad came out 6-4 winners. Here is Sekul. Sekul's goal, the difference from that penalty corner, and he makes his way to the bench. Noblet with Ogilvie, coming short to Sharon. And he's again just playing in that hole in front of the first 3 defenders for Kazakhstan. Lee waiting for it in the centre. If Hayes can find him, Hayes looking to try and catch the goalkeeper out himself. Only allowed to score inside the circle. Just over 4 minutes remaining here in this first half, in this second match. Two more filing into the Max Schmeling-Halle. As it 10 to midday, Germany will be in action against Trinidad and Tobago. Germany, who were pushed all the way yesterday. Here's Noblet. Quickly gets it on, and unfortunate his knee as he tried to control it. Skipping up and into the air and striking him, so goes against him. Noblet. Ogilvie. Down the line he goes. Sweeping shots. First of all from a knee it was, but then Jake Sharon just showing James Nee how to do it. That's 2-0 Australia. And it's looking ominous again for Kazakhstan.
Number 17, Jake Sharon. You score Australia 2, Kazakhstan 0. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half. Also, die Schlussphase der ersten Halbzeit.
It's a good finish from Sharon here, straight through the legs of the goalkeeper. Hayes looking for more. Wonderful from Hayes. Oh, that is lovely. Jack Hayes continues his fine scoring run here in Berlin. Having a very good time of it indeed, and that's another goal to add to the tally. A leading scorer in this competition for Australia. It's now his 8th goal in the competition. Here is Sinclair, Sutherland in the centre, Sinclair going himself. Penalty corner.
Stunde hier zu bestaunen. Vorher freuen wir uns auf die letzten 90 Sekunden in dieser ersten Halbzeit und ich finde, wir geben beiden Mannschaften nochmal einen schönen Applaus mit auf die Ohren. Big thanks everyone from Australia, Kazakhstan.
Stick interference going on from Kazakhstan defence and allowing Australia to be in a position here where they usually do strike. Getting ready, Ogilvy and Hayes, captain of Kazakhstan, being sent forward due to the fact that we're off the line quickly, goalkeeper off the line quickly as well, so it's another Kazakhstan defender being sent to halfway. That is the punishment. Oh, completely missed. He might just work out for Kazakhstan here. Wonderful covering defence, and somehow it was stayed out penalty corner anyhow. But Australia made a mess of that. Clearance away, the ball was lifted, but it all came from the other end. So there was Urmanov, as you can see, and he probably couldn't believe his luck that it came to him. And the clearance away, you can clearly see the ball leaving the ground. So penalty corner for Kazakhstan. The chance to get back into this, make a fight of this. Here they go, and that is not far away from Dalet Urmanov. Nice idea, and that's a very good stop, it has to be said, from the experienced Benjamin Rennie, who hasn't had that much to do so far. So half-time, and Australia in the lead. Sekul, Sharon and Hayes on the score sheet, and they lead Kazakhstan by 3 goals to 0.
Halbzeit hier bei diesem Spiel Australien gegen Kasachstan. 5 Minuten Pause. Für alle die sich im Hockey vielleicht noch nicht ganz so häufig mit beschäftigt haben, wir freuen uns nämlich, dass viele Kinder auch jetzt da sind. Also die ersten Schulklassen sind hier auch mit in der Halle. Nochmal kurz 2, 3 Worte zur Regel sagen. Also es wird 2 mal 20 Minuten gespielt, 5 Minuten Pause und ab heute Abend gibt es ja dann auch die K.O.-Spiele. Da kann es dann sogar den Shootout geben, sprich also die Entscheidung, wenn es unentschieden steht nach diesen 40 Minuten. All das dann erst am Abend. Vorher freuen wir uns auf wirklich tolle Partie und heißen Sie alle nochmal im Namen des Veranstalters herzlich willkommen. Schön, dass Sie da sind. Guten Morgen, Berlin.
Good morning, Berlin, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the young friends from all over the world. Welcome to the Indoor Hockey World Cup 2018. We have many people here from some Berlin schools. Welcome to you. I see flags from Germany. Later on, we will see the German teams here in this arena, ladies and gentlemen. Now on, I have some commercial information for you because we have to say thank you. Thank you to our great partners, our great sponsorships. First of all, the FIH, the DHB would like to thank all the partners for the presenting sponsorship of the Indoor Hockey World Cup Berlin 2018. FIH would like to thank Hero Motorcorp Limited, the world's largest manufacturer of two-wheelers, for being a global partner of the FIH. The FIH would like to acknowledge the continued support of Polytime, one of the world's leading and fastest growing synthetic sports facility construction company. Thank you for your support, and also we would like to thank Adidas as an FIH global partner. And Adi, we have a very important partner around this arena. I see the floor here.
Yes, of course. FIH and DRB would like to thank the company Gearfloor. Gearfloor is proud to be official floor supplier of the Indoor Hockey World Cup 2018 with his Terraflex Sport Flooring. Also, all das sind Partner, ohne die das Ganze nicht geht. nicht vergessen, und das ist eine Information, die, glaube ich, man gar nicht hoch genug bewerten kann, unseren Volunteers zu danken. Viele, viele junge Menschen und eben auch helfende Kräfte haben sich in den letzten Wochen vorbereitet und machen hier ehrenamtlich die Sache zu einem Erfolg. Und ich finde, die haben sich mal einen großen Applaus verdient. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for our volunteers. Thanks a lot.
Ich bin nicht Disco, ich bin so heiß, Disco, Disco. Sexy in the night, ich bin nicht Disco.
We are the fans from down under, the fans from Australia. Welcome to you. What a journey. Amazing to have you here. 24 hours flight to see some indoor hockey. The best teams in the world. We have to tell you, as our guests here in Germany, welcome. Meine Damen und Herren, wir möchten Sie herzlich einladen auf unseren Hockey-Plaza im Bereich des Ausganges in Wiener Polen. Finden Sie unsere Hockey-Plaza. Dort gibt es unter anderem Stände von Adidas, den THW-Partnern Reese, Leal und der Part. Außerdem präsentieren dort Produkte TK, Nike, Greenform, Osaka und Grace. Alles, was ein Hockeyspieler braucht, gibt es dort. Und einige interessante Berliner Startups sind dort. Also Einblicken lohnt sich definitiv. So welcome to this lady. And welcome to everybody here in Berlin. 20 seconds left. Then we're going on with the second half. Australia against Kazakhstan.
Welcome back, everyone, as we get the second half underway here between Australia and Kazakhstan. It's basically a fight for second now in Pool A, behind Germany. A straight fight, really, for Australia and the Czech Republic. The Czechs will be in action against Poland later, as Germany really will be taking on Trinidad and Tobago. That will be our focus here in the main hall. But here, so far so good and fairly comfortable for Australia against Kazakhstan, who have yet to win a game in their very first appearance at a Indoor Hockey World Cup. He's Ogilvy. He featured in Leipzig in 2015 along with goalkeeper Ben Rennie. Tom Sinclair, who's just on the ball then in possession. He was another to have featured in Leipzig. Disappointing showing in the end. There is Sinclair. There's nobody else there in green. Learning curve though for a set of Kazakhstan players, considering the fact that it's a debut year for them and what it takes to perform on the world stage. A little bit rough, a little too rough, and it brings a yellow card this time for Yellowbayev. Means it'll be 2 minutes on the sidelines for a yellow card. Ogilvy. And again, Ogilvy to work the angles and the space. Sutherland to fire and denied. This occasion it's Hayes. His chance when it presented to him today. 3 goals Australia able to score in that first half. Much of the play has been around this area. Here is Sutherland. Ogilvy. Noblet. It's just a case of biding their time here, Australia. Noblet for Ogilvy, quickly on, that's Hayes! Oh. Sinclair very nearly squeezing it in. That's what I mean about biding their time. Noblet at the start of it. Incisive passing, quick thinking, and very nearly Australia in for 4. Sutherland, and now Ogilvy. Australia do like to come and tour Europe before major events, especially World Cups, as Ogilvy fired it in. It's an attempted pass. I think it was a shot from Ogilvy, been allowed to. It was outside the circle. Touring they do, get used to the European scene when they come over. The likes of the Netherlands and Germany and Belgium that they come and play in for a World Cup. Visited last year, they came for a tour. Scoops up off Sutherland there. Actually held the Netherlands to a 2-2 draw in a match played between the two nations. The Netherlands World Cup winners last time. His knee takes it well. He shot away just as he entered the circle, and that was a very cool finish from James Nee. Very comfortable finish as well. And, another goal conceded by Kazakhstan. There could be another one here. Save from Yelabayev. Zermanov. Close attention of Sharon and Nee. Well, the ball did scoop up into the air, so the decision does go the way of Australia this time, right on the edge of the circle. Ogilvy. Hayes, nice turn from him. Oh, just out of the reach of Sharon. Keep it alive here. Nice turn from Sharon in close control. Just taken off him by Tashkeyev. And Tashkeyev keeps on going. He's a leading scorer of the Indoor Asia Cup. He scored 10 times. Did Tashkeyev. Penalty corner for Australia. By Ogilvy. Noblet awaiting this time. Here he is. Nicely worked, that's Ogilvy. It's a smart save. Still to be kept alive here. Towards goal from Hayes, but the whistle had already been blown. Introduction of Adam Sekul now for Australia, but some smart saves from Yelabayev recently. It's keeping the score down. Bit of an issue here for Tilak Uzbek. Cut out on the edge of the circle. Good defensive work again from Australia. Zermanov takes it on! Rani getting down quickly and well. Called into action, he's done what he's needed to do, the goalkeeper. So now this is a good platform to learn plenty for Kazakhstan. It's really well wide in the end. It's a youthful side, the likes of Abdullabayev and Bebitov, actually the oldest players in the squad at just 25. Plenty ahead of them. They're hoping to be regular contributors to the Indoor Hockey World Cup. This is where it matters. This is the biggest scene, the biggest stage. There is a bit of a gulf between them and Iran. It's not the fact that they are the two best indoor teams in Asia. The last two finals, the Asian indoors that they've participated in, they've been beaten 9-2 and 10-1 respectively against Iran. His knee. Just looking for the touch. Didn't quite come. Braden Campbell. We're starting with a bully here. It's a real stalemate. Stick interference. Hooking at the sticks. It was against Australia. Nearly intercepted by Campbell. Knee takes over. It's out of the reach of Campbell. I think he was aware of where the intended pass was going. Comfortable it is at the moment. Cool. Best to try and shield this away, not allow Kazakhstan the chance to attack. Pashkayev. Back they go in Pool B. Austria and Switzerland is 1-1. Really turning out to be a must-win for Switzerland now if they harbour hopes of further progression in Pool B. That is a half-time score at the moment. Here, Australia 4, Kazakhstan 0. Just under 10 minutes to go in this one. And up next, Germany against Trinidad and Tobago. So some lunchtime entertainment for the German public to watch their team in action. On paper, you would expect it to be a routine victory for Germany. Back off the sticking into the air from Tashkayev. Stranger things can happen in the world of sport. But they were pushed all the way yesterday, were Germany. It's their first real testing day here at the World Cup. But they still managed to come through with victories, just like the very best can do. Can't win every game spectacularly. Sekul direct towards Sinclair. It's got against Kazakhstan on this occasion. Penalty corner. Driving force. Thomas Sinclair. So Sekul has been successful from a penalty corner already today. 4 separate scorers, Australia. this penalty corner fair. Secor leaves it, struck by Sinclair, and there was only going to be one outcome. He's now their fifth separate scorer here in this one against Kazakhstan. Routine performance from Australia. Hayes, still has it, Hayes. But he just struck his foot, but the official happy for things to continue. Scraping along those sideboards. Sinclair finding Secor. It's Sinclair first time, and Sinclair again looking to try and lift it over the goalkeeper. To be stuck underneath the legs of Yelabayev. Quickly getting on with it, Kazakhstan. Penalty corner, real opportunity for them to have something to cheer about. It's a rare bit of defending of a penalty corner for Australia. Inventive through the legs, reverse pass, and striking a foot. Only going to be one decision. Yakin with the control, and the man who's fired it in is Norbol Kojim. Kazakhstan off the mark. Timeout being called here for Kazakhstan. Now they've got their goal. Rather time to call the timeout, especially whilst Australia were in full flow going forward. The ball's still in play. Well, the umpire's in discussion. Australia just having a word with the officials as well down below as to why that timeout was sounded whilst in play. The ball was in play, in full flow, and Australia actually scoring and putting it in the net. And even the umpires are just shaking their heads to the Australian players to say, yeah, that shouldn't have happened. And they're going to restart with a bully, I think. We'll start from halfway. Right, going to be Australia. That's good sportsmanship from Kazakhstan, knowing Australia had the chance to put the ball in, that they can restart themselves. Into the circle they go, and there is another one. And it's Campbell. Kazakhstan playing a goalkeeper now. There's an outfield player, that player being Nurjan Babitov. He'll be the only player able to dive around and act like a goalkeeper in the circle. Just gives Kazakhstan an extra player, outfield player out. The game is gone with under 3.5 minutes to go. Well, positive and attacking from Kazakhstan, but this is the danger where they can get caught out. Fall for Hayes, enough to fall for him in the circle, able to then shoot a goal. Lovely turn from the skipper of Kazakhstan. Managed to get into the corner, find Campbell. Be a slight injury issue here for Maksat Shokumbayev. He's limping away. But, he's coming over to the sidelines now, and straight away he is sitting down in some discomfort. Timeout has been called at the right time this time. Short of 2.5 minutes remaining in this one. Just to remind you of what is coming up for you here in the main hall today. Germany against Trinidad and Tobago. The final action of the men's side of things at around 10 to 12 local time here in Berlin. And then the ladies are in action. The Netherlands against the United States, which should be a really good one. Namibia, Russia. And then the final action before the men's quarterfinals get underway, we'll see the German ladies up against Australia. Germany must be up next, as our German counterpart has just taken his place alongside us as usual. Push him out wide, firing it out wide. Way through for Romanov. Sekel. Cleared away by Rennie. Penalty corner. His clearance with some airtime. That's the reason why penalty corner has been awarded. To try and keep it as low as possible, as flat as possible. He's still getting enough purchase to clear it away from danger, but a bit of a miscue from Rennie. Kazakhstan, can they score again from this penalty corner situation? Oh! How close was that? That was millimeters away from creeping in. But the Australian defence doing their job. Oh, goodness me. And here come Australia down at the other end this time, though. Penalty corner it will be. Penalty corners in quick succession at each end now. Approaching 30 seconds remaining. Later have the final say on proceedings here, Australia. This will be the last bit of action. 10 seconds remaining. Oh, and Hayes completely miscuing the control. It's another defeat for Kazakhstan, but for Australia, that is a very good victory for them going forward. We're always expected to beat Kazakhstan, who are taking part in their very first Indoor Hockey World Cup. Another heavy defeat. But for Australia, 6 goals, 6 different goal scorers. And at times they made that look pretty easy. Up next for you, Germany are in action against Trinidad and Tobago. Do hope you can join us for that, but for this one, for the time being, Australia with a straightforward win by 6 goals to 1.
Die Deutschen, ja. Also, das ist unsere nächste Partie, heute am Freitagmorgen. Herrlich, große Vorfreude, ehrlich gesagt, genau darauf gleich dann mehr Informationen. Hier nochmal die schönsten Bilder, die schönsten Fans auf dem Screen. Ist das eine Apfelschorle? Bestimmt. Hier die australischen Fans. Und ja, das sind die schönen Bilder dieses heutigen Tages. Thanks to all the supporters from all over the world, from Australia, for example, for the support for the team.